This is my Samsung Active Tab 3. I had the Active Tab 2 and really liked it, but only 16 gig. Yes, you can pick them up cheap, but 16 gig by the time you fit or load all your stuff you need to load, there's not much left for anything else. So I went and got myself an Active 3 with a 128 gig, and I've managed to load a lot more onto it. What I haven't done is locked the screen yet, and there is a button on this which I want to change, because if you accidentally touch it, it goes to either the camera or the calendar. So I've got to change the scaling. I haven't had much chance to play around, so I bought one and the GPS wasn't working in it. The box had been dropped and I noticed it, but sort of didn't really pay it too much mind, and the GPS wasn't working. I was playing around for ages, getting so frustrated, and ended up having to contact the seller, and he said yep, no worries, and I went and picked up another one, and still let me keep the old one as well. But so I've only just set this up last night and today. Yeah, so I'm ironing out some bugs. I already know the scaling's wrong, and I'll play with that later. There's a tutorial on YouTube which I will find and get the settings back to that, because the waypoints come up too quickly, so you're suddenly finding yourself with a turn coming up and you're scrambling to make the turn in time. See, even these things like the traffic lights and everything, they're showing up way too big. Okay, change of course. So the GPS is going to get a little upset with me. I've decided to go to a little spot I know and have a little play with the settings and see if we can get this sorted now, rather than go home and do it. And we'll go through some of the stuff I've done to the tablet to have it set up. Hopefully it's going to be better suited to what I want from it. So let's see how we go. Something I've noticed, it's supposed to be identical mounts, but the tablet seems to be vibrating in here a little bit on the left side, so we're going to have a look at that. Potentially might have to add some foam or something. It's been a while since I've been out along here and actually looked around. I used to come around here all the time. These used to be dirt roads here. I went sealed roads with speed bumps, and looks like a mansion's getting built over there. Anyway, let's look at this. So for some reason I cannot get rid of the satellite view, so I don't know what I'm doing there. I'll have to have a little look later. Hopefully I've changed the scale of some of the stuff, but what I have done with this, and I wanted to do differently, is I've sort of incorporated a lot of things I want in the tablet. So there is still some more to go, but I wanted all my music on here as well, not on my phone. I don't want to have my phone on this all the time. I want my phone in my pocket or in my tank bag, depending. So I want to be able to just go to my music and play my music, which we all love Pearl Jam. Well, I do. And then have this going. I never use voiceover navigation. I just go by visual only, so I don't want that interruption while I'm listening to my tunes. I just look down at where I'm going. Plus this software has different things. Like at the moment I don't have the OBD hooked up to it. I've got the cruise control set up, and I'm still working on how to get all that working at once. You can have all your apps are on here as well, so I can have this DMD as a standalone unit, and access everything through here. And it locks the screen too, so I don't accidentally go and do stuff. And then that button there I've got to change so it's not going to accidentally get pressed and then go to whatever. But yeah, so I'll see what's happening with the DMD as far as the size of the icons and all that. We'll go for a little bit of a ride, and see if I've sorted that out. I've got a bit more to sort at home, but yeah, let's go. Turn the key, gentlemen. Okay, and now I've got a voiceover talking to me, so I've got to sort that out. But the icons are much smaller now, and the distances are better. So I'll do some fine tuning, but that's much better. Yeah, much better. Got a bit of playing around to do at home though. Okay. We've gotten rid of the little voice. There's a car coming down. We've got to wait for him. You understand how steep this bit of road is. Okay. So, the voice is gone, which is good. Scale's a lot better. Now that blue line indicates I'm travelling the right way with the directions. I've got my next waypoint, which is 800 metres. Total distance to the destination, and time I'm gonna arrive. I really like this setup. So if I go to this one, not that one, home. Okay, so this one gives me my speedo more centralized, gives me my map to the side, which is great, and distance, my run time, when my next turn is coming up. Absolutely love it. After this side speed, I've set it with coolant and I've voltage. I haven't set them all up as yet, but yeah, on this side I can have pretty much whatever I want. I can have time monitors, I can have all sorts of stuff. I would just have my speed, coolant, temps, potentially voltage, and not sure, something else. So right now it should be telling me to turn left, and it is. I get back on the main route with all the wannabe boy racers. Now, had a chance to play with some stuff, and here's what I've come up with. Load now. Okay, my DMD2. I still haven't set it up as my the standalone operating system for the thing. So the first thing was the satellite view before. It's just this button here. Changed it to satellite view, which I don't like. So I have a trip coming up in next month. So I've already loaded a GPX file onto it. Load file. Yep, this file here. Replace that one, and then it has my routes on there. Really simple, really easy to follow. So if I go to home, this is my workaround for the music. So I go to home, I have some of the quick go-to apps that I need to. So Google Maps, Aussie Explorer, YouTube Music. I click on that, go to My Songs, whatever I want, and then I just push the back button and I'm back in here again. So I found that's the easiest way. On the side here you can have I've got time, coolant, altitude, average speed, TPMS for my tyres, and that one's left empty. You can put other little widgets in there, whatnot, distance travelled, all that stuff. The most common one I use, this one. So I just, most of the time doing this one, I'm travelling along, I've got my speed at the top, coolant, temps, things like that. That's connected to an OBD reader, which I bought a cheap OBD because I just wanted to make sure all this worked before I committed. And it's actually rattling itself to pieces, so I've taken that out. Plus I've got to work out some stuff with the cruise control, sharing the same plug. What else have we got? To set up all these shading and all this sort of stuff. Is it this one? Yes. Okay, and then this goes through all the different options: hill shading, 3D buildings, location icons, all that kind of stuff. My base map source, which is the maps that come with it, and you download the maps that you want for a particular region. I've downloaded them all for Australia. Yes, I find it, now with this 128 gig, I've got room to put all the things I need. So I'm heading off shortly to go pick up a backpack, I hope. And so I would actually go into here, I go to search. Now I have an SD card, not an SD card, I have a SIM card in here. Now you can tether it to your phone if you like and use it like that, but I preferred, I got a family plan of 4 SIM cards through Aldi. One of them was actually in my car because I run a sort of similar setup in my car. I hardly drive the car, the 4-wheel drive, so I just took it out of there and put it in the bike, and if I need it in the car I'll just take it out here and put it in there. Online search, put in a location, we'll just say Kinglake just for the sake of it. Go to navigate using DMT, and then it's going to ask me, do I want road fast, road fun, off-road, and then those other options. I tell you what, if you're picking off-road, it takes you some pretty gnarly ways sometimes, so bear that in mind. Yeah, I can't speak highly enough of this. Yeah, I really love it. Oh, the other thing too, so if I go to here is all my apps. I put the main ones I use at the top. Go to Aussie Explorer. Aussie Explorer I use a lot too. I can load HEMA maps, Topo maps, all sorts of different maps, and use this. I like it because you can get a bit of an idea of the lay of the land when you want to travel in a certain direction or the like. So I really do like having my Aussie Explorer. But for just like following tracks and getting to destinations and all that, I still there's a workaround, I haven't had it worked out yet. So yeah, I prefer the DMD. So yeah, absolutely brilliant. I love it. Can't speak highly enough of it. Yeah, really give it a go. It's, if you're gonna have it's like a Garmin or something, and you're fixed to having just that one style of mapping, I just don't like it. It's very expensive. I find that it struggles sometimes. I like having the option. I like having my own option, plus being able to just put on my music, do whatever. In the evenings I could load some movies on this and watch a movie later. Yeah, I prefer this setup easily above any of those single type mapping software type things. This is much better. Anyway, yeah, just sort of share that. Thank you very much. Stay safe out there. Cheers.